one thing that's going to make it really hard among the many is that people are going to feel that if I have the ability to talk to God and the ability to tell all this stuff about the past, why won't God show some kind of massive, crazy, amazing miracle sign through me? And the thing is, he is by me telling you the truth about existence. But for some reason, people won't find that fascinating because, they could easily make that a graphic on a movie or something like that because, the movie is God too. Any image, any non-image, any solid matter, any vapor, any thought is God too. So, people are going to have a hard time believing me when I tell them this because they're going to expect me to, pop some magical thing out of the air or rewind time or cause a natural disaster. In order to show somebody the power of God, I would have to do something that could essentially cause harm to people. And I don't want to do that. Even if it causes harm in people's minds that are afraid to think, wow, God manifested his power into an actual person and they're actually tuned into the full power of God, that will scare some people into doing negative things. Believe it or not, it will. So it's hard. The reason God doesn't perform quote-unquote miracles in times when they're not divinely timed is because they would cause a ripple and some kind of effect. Say if you went back in the past and you did something and you would change the future, well, right now it's the past to the unwritten future, and if I did something now, it would cause a ripple to the unwritten future. So that's the reason that I can't do certain things. That's the reason God won't perform certain miracles or allow me to say or perform certain acts. That's just the way it is. And in every other form, and every other time that God has actually showed himself fully in a person, people just didn't believe it because they wanted more proof. It's never good enough for some people, no matter what. Just like a person who's rich, and he still wants more. It's because he wants to understand God. I could teach him how, but he would be too stubborn because I worked my ass off my whole life to get where I am. No way some guy from Waterford, Pennsylvania is going to have the power of God, the real power of God, to tell me how I can better my life. Yeah, right, sure, he's not rich, so how he's going to better my life? He's not rich. That's how people are going to look at stuff. Because I'm not, they're going to look at the things that I'm not and say that there's no way that I am. You know what I mean? That's how God is. People are like, well, if there's death and whatever, there's no way that God is good and God is grace. Well, he's all those things because they are all good and they are all grace. And you'll understand what that means. I mean, if you don't understand through spirituality, just through me giving it to you in a logical form, I think maybe people will start understanding in a way that, religion just clutters it all and throws it together in an unsure way. Don't tell me that there's any religion at all that gives you every answer. None. And they might seem like they make sense, but then back it up with fact. Back it up with some kind of thing. Tell me somebody who has seen it and have them explain how they saw it to me, and I will explain how I saw it to them. And they will then know that I'm right. R-I-T-E. It's not about being right or wrong in this earthly plane. It's about doing what we need to create the best positive vibrations and harmonic resonance that we want. And that's what we really want. We want the resonance. There's basically the reason to live is resonance. How close are those words together? I know it sounds weird, but the reason to live is to create resonance that we can all, thrive off of. So resounding joy and harmony and all those things that they sang about in all those old religious songs, they make sense because that's what we actually really want. But in order to have that, we have to break the idea of a religion in order to have true spirituality. People who are in a religion, it's like commercial spirituality in your own form. Oh, I'm a Christian. I believe God, the Christian God. I believe in a Catholic God. I believe in a whatever God. It's putting your religion, putting your spiritual form into a commercial form. It's like religion is just commercial spiriting, and you're not allowing yourself to truly grow and truly allow and accept everything the way you're supposed to. And when I say the way you're supposed to, that's my, human opinion. But it's my divine truth. It's our divine truth. So take what you want from it, but this is going to be one of those obstacles that I have to somehow find a way around so that I can help us become the best us we can be.